The Dreamer by Nicole, Abbey.
Chapter 1. I had a dream once that I flew, soaring through the air with nothing to stop me, the wind on my face and through my hair. I was unshackled, free, unhindered even by gravity itself. This nonsensical situation was strangely tantalizing, exciting a reaction I cannot fully explain, and I usually have no trouble explaining myself. How is she? She'll live, Captain. Any idea who she is? None, sir, though she must be foreign. Why do you say that? Her strange underclothing, sir, though I know little of woman's things. She must have lost her outer clothing in the sea. The words were quiet, as though coming from a great distance. I stirred but couldn't open my eyes. Images flitted through my mind. A massive structure, brick, hundreds of feet wide, a beautiful landscape of trees and bushes. We be 4 weeks from land. The men like the look of her, Captain. There was silence. They'll be hard to persuade. I can't hardly blame them after a year at sea. I stirred and sighed, trying to pull myself from the darkness, but it was so difficult. The sound of shouts, accusations filled the air, directed at me. There was meaning in it. I had to dissect it. Captain, she be in real danger. What do you suggest? Hesitation. They might be persuaded if they believed someone had a claim on her, if you had a claim on her. Me? The captain sounded alarmed. What am I to do with her? It'll only be till we reach port. I know it ain't your first choice, but really, sir, it could be the saving of her. There was silence. At least think on it, sir. With great effort, my eyes opened. I looked up, straining to focus. My hair was soaking wet, the cold ruthlessly biting. A weak, flickering glow from a candle lit the room. Behind it, cracks of light shone through wooden shutters. The bed beneath rocked, or rather lunged, up and down violently. Outside I could hear the crash of waves, the howl of wind. The room smelled of wood polish and seawater. I tried to orient myself. I could just make out 2 men staring down at me, their faces illuminated by the pitiful light. Side by side, they accentuated each other's differences. Where one was dark, the other was light. Where one was muscularly built, the other was slight. Where one was young, the other was old. But in their careful expressions, the ready form of their stances, the look of weariness in their eyes, they were similar. In fact, the ways they were the same greatly outstripped the ways that they were not, and one might have concluded they were somehow related. I struggled, my voice weak. Where am I? The men raised their brows in astonishment. The older man said, "'Tis a ship, legal tender." Energy charged through me. The younger, taller man spoke, or rather barked. "What were you doing out in the middle of the ocean?" He was dressed in a black overcoat, a tricorn hat on his head, his brows furrowed, making him look angry. He was the captain. The shorter, older man looked kindly at me and said, "Dinna worry. You ought to sleep now. Rest. We shall try to keep you safe." "Who are you?" the younger man barked again. Rachel, I rasped, my throat clenched in cold and shock. Rachel Madeira. "What is your ship? Where were you bound? Did you go overboard? Did your ship go down?" "Sir," this from the white-haired one, "not now. Let her rest. I fell. Oh, what a fall." "We shall leave you. You need rest," they said. They turned to go. I struggled to sit up. Wait, what year is it?" I croaked, trembling. Both men looked at me in surprise, and then at each other. The year? The year! Tell me what it is. You don't know the significance." They eyed me curiously, and the older one told me it was the year 1713. 1713. I collapsed back into the bed. He asked if there was anything I needed, if I was comfortable. He reassured me that I'd be safe. They would try to get me back home if they could. I didn't answer, staring into the distance in ecstasy. They must have left soon after, because when I finally looked up again, they were gone. My dream, the one that had begun it all, had been the answer even before I knew the question. Exhausted, I closed my eyes and I slept.